It's a damn shame. Pennsylvania, y'all got to do something about this. Now, it is an 11-year-old baby was sleeping with the enemy, and the enemy was, guess what? His mama, his own damn mama, done took a belt and unwrapped it around Matthew's neck, okay? His mama name is Ruth Dorenzo, and the baby name is Matthew Dorenzo. Now, the father had came home and noticed that the gray Toyota Highlander was missing from the parking lot and things of that nature. And he noticed that the bedroom door was locked. So he called the authorities. Like, this is not right. The car is missing and the bedroom door is locked. So they found Matthew's lifeless body in his mother's bed and things of that nature with ligature marks around his neck. And he had petechiae, meaning that's what happens when you die. It's called petechiae. Something happens with your eyes when you die, or when you've been strangled. When you've been strangled, you get petechiae. That's how I can tell that the child had been strangled to death. Mother went on a high-speed chase and things of that nature. They got the goddamn mother, found her somewhere with a belt, with the murder weapon beside the seat of the car and things of that nature. Now, you know, a lot of these people try to plead insanity. They was insane. I had a stroke of insanity after they had killed everybody. And ain't thought about themselves first. Want to take it. I don't get it. I don't understand that concept in human beings. But let me tell y'all the reason why she killed her 11-year-old child. And this is the stupidest reason that I've heard in a long time. She didn't want her child to go through poverty. They was going through hard times financially, and she didn't want her child to experience poverty. And she took the law into her own hands and took a kid away from you. Your kid could have been a genius and got you out of poverty at 11 years old or 12 years old. How did you make that decision for a child, whether or not the child is living in poverty? Now, I remember my mama bought us food from McDonald's, food from Shoney's, food from wherever the places that she worked. We never knew that we was in poverty. We never knew that we was really struggling like that. Because my mama, anything that my mom brought in that house and we had a roof over our head, we was grateful for anything. We ate hot dogs, and I remember sitting on the kitchen table eating hot dogs. House full of goddamn roaches and rats and dogs and cats. But we didn't feel impoverished. We felt happy because we had the love of a parent. We had somebody to watch over us, nurture us, raise us, protect us, keep us. You know what I'm saying? That baby had nothing to do with how you felt of your perception of his life and how his life is. You know what I'm saying? You don't get to make decisions for them babies. God damn, whether they live or die. I mean, sometimes when you're doing abortions and stuff, I understand that process. But when the babies is fully developed and 11 years old, it seems as if they should have some type of freedom to choose whether they want to live or die. God damn. Pennsylvania, what did y'all got in the water? It's stupid. But they gave her life. They gave Ruth Dorenzo life with no possibility of getting out and hurting another 11-year-old or strangling another 11-year-old child based on the fact that she thought the child would be unhappy, raised up in poverty. Ain't that something? That's a mess. That's a mess. But anyway, that's what's going on in today's news, Evermore News. I'm going to keep reporting these stories. Like it or not, these children are in danger. And more than likely, they get or be in danger by the people who are close to them, near to them, and dear to them. Their mamas, their daddies, their cousins, their nieces, their uncles, their nephews, and all that old bullshit. Grandmamas, granddaddies, and the list goes on and on. Y'all need to do something. Being impoverished or being in poverty doesn't mean the end of the world. Money ain't everything. Money can be the root of all evil, and the greed that you have for money can also end the lives of a lot of precious people, especially people that probably didn't even ask to be here. Do better. I see you looking. Y'all go check the story out, Charlie.